Hello class, this is a little tutorial for those of you who are not familiar with using hypothesis. It's a wonderful annotation tool where we can all be together with the text and read one another's comments, ask questions, and so forth. So when you open up your assignment, this is what you should see. Upanishads, critical contemplation, reading the Upanishads. First of all, at the top of the image, you can see there's just a few lines explaining what kind of assignment this is, hypothesis assignment. This is an image to help you place yourself in the time of the Upanishads. So it's not part of the assignment, but it is there to give it an atmosphere and an image. It's an Indian miniature, and their information, as I always try to do, is at the base of the image. Now your assignment. So you should read through the background of the Upanishads here. And there's also information, of course, in your module about Upanishads. And then here are the instructions. You'll want to follow each of these steps and read them carefully. I will give you 2 attempts to complete this assignment since this is new and you may not be used to using hypothesis or have never seen it before. So the first step you might need to take, depending on your settings on your computer and if you've used hypothesis before, is you should make it a pop-up message asking you to authorize it. So go ahead and do that. Okay, so here we are. First of all, here is your text, and I want to call your attention to this little arrow right here. If you click this, the text will open up for you, which is very nice. And then you are able to read through the text effectively. So again, here is the annotations bar. This is where we all are going to be entering our annotations, but if you don't want that beside you when you're reading the text, you can do that. And you can scroll up and down as usual. This is simply an introduction, but here is the actual Upanishad itself. So you should read through it as I instructed very quickly once, and then return and read through it again, thinking of these questions. Some of these questions will be on your exam. So these are designed, all of the questions that I give you as prompts throughout this class in the module are questions that may be on your exam. And I will list all of the kinds of questions you may have in a study guide coming up pretty soon. So how do you make an annotation? So let's just So I will go down to, okay, let's see. I find maybe this line here very interesting. So you just take your cursor and you can highlight it, and then automatically this window gets started, and then you enter text here. This is an interesting line because, etc. And then you post to humanities. And you can see that what I highlighted appears here in italics, and your comment or our comments will appear in normal text. I'm going to delete this, and of course if you don't like your annotation, you can delete it. Again, you can manipulate this back and forth. There's other tools here which you might want to experiment with. Yes, that's it. And it's a wonderful tool. I'm not sure if there's a way to actually make it fill the screen. I don't know. There may be, and if I find out, I can let you know. But if any of you know, just share with your peers or let me know by email so I can add that to the instructions. All right. Don't be intimidated by this text. I give you a nice introduction. It's a very mystical text, so it's to be expected that you may not fully understand all of it, but I think you should be able to grasp some significant mystical points, points of guidance, paths to find Brahman, etc., and Atman, our soul linked to the divine, as opposed to illusions, which is Maya. Okay, and feel free to email me if you have any questions. So good luck and enjoy this absolutely beautiful text.